Hey everybody, this is Kupo Dude, and I'm here with a Global Agenda gameplay video. I'm playing the robotics class with the spec towards drones, and I'm doing a high security PvE mission with a 4-man team, none of which are pre-made. My loadout that I got here is the Grizzly drone, the Hornet drone, and a medical station. We didn't have a medic this game, so the medical station was our only source of heals, which was a little annoying. I'm using the Commonwealth Energy Blaster. It shoots AoE bullets. And yeah, we're just taking out some PvE. What's nice about the Commonwealth gun is that, as you can see, it shoots those AoE balls, so if there's more than one enemy standing next to another one, it hits both of them, which can up your DPS by a bit. Right there, previously when I was talking, we were taking out that spider drone thing. I used a Hornet drone because it does a lot of damage, and it has the EMP burn debuff, which pulls down mechanical units' defenses, which helps your team, do a lot more damage. One thing I really like about Drobo is right there when I release the Grizzly. You can see him at about 3rd health, and you can just let the Grizzly go out and do its thing, and it'll deal a lot of damage without putting you in any danger. And the Grizzly also has the EMP burn debuff, which helps a lot against mechanical targets. Okay, we start heading... oh, there. I got really low health, so I drop back and I let my team take out the rest of the enemies, and then set up a medical station, to regain health, because as I said, that's our only form of heals since we didn't have a medic. Taking out an elite Techro, which they have the same... well, the enemy's version of the same gun I'm using. Oh, and important thing in PvP, remember, don't step in the red flashy lights, because that sets off the alarms, and no one likes the alarm responders. So, yeah. Just continuing through, I like this gun because, not in PvP, I feel like the aim, people move around too much to aim it effectively, but in PvE, when you're against stationary targets, it does quite a lot of damage, and even for someone like me who doesn't have the best aim. Oh, here we come up against the ballistas, which do a lot of AoE damage, and you should be particularly careful around. I think in a moment I die because I make that mistake. Yep. Oh, not quite, but yeah. Send in a Grizzly to do the damage while I stand in the back. But even still, the grenades can still hit you, so always watch out for that AoE, and get your tank to put up an AoE shield if he's got it, otherwise just, stay back. So, died, and pretty much everyone on our team died there, so we already lost the challenge bonus for this round, but flying back in, it's always no fun. And right about here I make a mistake by walking right through the alarm, which you should not do, so learn from my mistakes and don't do that. Your team won't appreciate it. So yeah, the Sentinels are a pain, but like I said, with Drobo you can just send in a drone to kill them for you, and you can stand around the corner where they can't hit you, which is something that I think is really useful about drones, that with a station, you've got to kind of set it up, and you've got to be there repairing it. With drones, they're expendable, and therefore kind of more useful in a instance basis. So yeah, we hit checkpoint here, we're about halfway through. We run elite assassins, which are always annoying to me because they've got that melee stun. So it's always important to take those out first, because if that melee stun lands on your healer, and then your tank doesn't get heals, and then your whole team kind of falls after. That's never a good situation. So again, we're watching out for the ballistas because they've got heavy AoE. And nice fail shot. There, send out another Grizzly because I'm low on health. Let it take out stuff while I set up a medical station for our team. And then to let that heal you up. And you can still like stand around the corner while it heals you and shoot. Medical stations are cool. So yeah, healing up before I move on, always important. Some people like that recon there, rushing in at about 2/3 health. It's like, why not go heal? If it's there, it has infinite heals. So yeah, taking out the elite alchemists is kind of annoying because they have like the regen. So if you can do burst damage on them, that helps, which is why I sent out a Hornet, because Hornets send rockets that do really high burst rather than DPS. So if you combine the burst of the Hornets with like your normal gunshots, then you should be able to take them out pretty quick. So we've just got a few more enemies, and then you can see up ahead there's the orange gates leading to the boss zone. So we're about heading there, just taking out a sentinel that I think I didn't see around that corner. So yeah. Oh, here's me trying to be tactical, but misspelling boots, or boost. All boots when we get in. Anyways, so we rush in, and I wait for the boss to kind of wake up and start shooting us before using the boost, just so we can get the most out of it. And then set up a medical station inside of it, so we've got kind of a mini nest. And then set up a Hornet so that it can start shooting the EMP burn shots and get down its defenses and let us do some more damage. So at this point we got the boss down relatively fast. We got about a quarter of its health in that burst, which was pretty good, but then yeah, I sent out a Grizzly for more damage. With drones, when they kind of have, if you have two of them, you can kind of put them on rotating cooldowns, where you've pretty much always got one up while the other one's cooling down, and then once one runs out, the other one should be pretty close, which is always a useful tactic, so you can kind of always have that support going. So yeah, just standing on the side, kind of sniping out shots. Make sure to dodge as many of the AoE and the Gatling gun as you can. And like I said, take out those lead assassins. Oh, here. Someone hit the alarm, and a lot of alarm responders spawned, and we all died. So, but we got the boss down maybe almost 2/3. So it was a pretty good stand considering we didn't have a medic. So there we go. Spawn, take the teleporter, we all start flying in. Oh yeah, you can see right there, our team's talking about where's the med station, and they, later I think they mentioned that shouldn't we have two, because we have two Robos, which is important because when you're playing Robo in PvE, especially when there's no healer, you should pretty much always have a med station, because it's really useful to your team. And the other Robo didn't bring one, which I think is a mistake. He brought Grizzly, Hornet, and a rocket turret, but I don't think a rocket turret is as helpful in damage, or it's so situational that a med station would have been a lot better. So yeah. Send out another Hornet to get the high debuff on the high EMP debuff, and I try to set up a med station here, but I think I try to juke out the alarm responder, but he eventually gets me, and I die again. So we accomplished little on that life. Recon's still alive. She can save us. So there we go. Spawn again. Fly across. Silly mistakes, like don't set off the alarm. Oh, and here's me trying to excuse myself for why I don't have enough med stations up. And in my defense, or I guess not in my defense, it says on my screen that my med station is still alive. Oh yeah, see, there it is. She says 2 Robos, 2 stations. And I explained that the other Robo doesn't have a station, and that's part of the problem, which is never good. So yeah, Robos, bring med stations. Everyone likes them. Everyone likes them, everyone likes you. So yeah, we group up again outside the boss, and we are ready to walk in. And then we walk in, and I set up a Hornet right away because of the high damage and the EMP burn debuff. And then I fly around to dodge that AoE and just start shooting it with my Commonwealth Energy Blaster. And there we go. We finally defeat it, level up, and there we go. There's the end of the mission. Thanks for watching, and I hope you subscribe, rate, and want to see more. Look on my channel for more videos.